The enemy has built up a very elaborate secret base, and some of it is only accessible via the ocean, but it's very well defended. And on top of that, they have 3 warships out at sea that are trying to silence us. But we have submarines, and we're gonna use submarines to destroy the enemy fleet and then the enemy base here in Forts. The one problem though is that the enemy's lobbing artillery at me. Uh-oh. Yeah. Well, that's not ideal. So what we're gonna have to do is first build up some defenses here. And the best way to destroy enemy artillery is with anti-aircraft. Now we're gonna want some technology, and look at this. Like, if you look deep down in our base, we've got a pretty good area that we can build up some stuff. Oh my gosh. Survival is gonna be tricky, isn't it? So the first thing I'm doing is just building up tons of machine gunners to help shoot down enemy ordnance. And then once we can, we're gonna get flak guns, which are basically just machine guns, just, you know, better. Although we have 2 of them here, it's just not enough to repel the firepower of all of these warships. Look at these howitzers coming in here. Now, we just built the compressor station, which is gonna be the main way that we're gonna be producing submarines to help fight this war. Now, on top of that, we're also gonna have to build up a very, very, very strong economy. Oh, but we have flak guns, so we're gonna wanna put them at key junctions. And you know what? We're going to get rid of him and then put a flak gun right here. And then I'm thinking we're going to be doing okay. Because look at this. They open the armored doors there and then try to pick their shots and take out the enemy artillery. But the enemy's got artillery, and later they're going to have missiles. So we have to act fast. First things first, let's launch a submarine. Now, we've got quite a few, but the first one is going to be... This one has no weapon systems of its own. It's basically a Kamikaze torpedo. It's the Kai-10, which is based off of what the Japanese used in World War II. So you can see how it only goes Kamikaze mode. Now, there's an enemy ship right here, this small one, and we're going to try to get close enough to blow it up. Now, ideally, we're going to blow up right under the hull. We're not going to hit the armored front. Oh, but the enemy's got anti-submarine weapon systems, which is not ideal. All right, so let's see if we can't do this. Boom! All right. We lit a pretty good hole in the bottom there, and we took out one of their propellers, which is what this ship is using to basically, like, arm itself. They've got the smokestacks and then the propellers here. So we're going to have to try something a little bit better. And if we want to have lots of these, then, well, we're going to have to build lots of them. But actually, some of the more advanced stuff is going to require quite a bit of materials. So let's build up our reserves. Now, we haven't played Forts in quite a bit. I think it was honestly 2014. But there's just so many cool mods. And we've got some really cool maps to go with them. So if you've got some challenge ideas, you want to see this back on the channel, well, you know what to do. All right, so we're out of the Kai-10 torpedoes, but we have something called an eel submarine, a narwhal combat submarine, whaling raid, deep sea something, the Triton, and then the legendary Titan. What is this legendary Titan? I gotta see this. Oh gosh, I didn't mean to do that. So let's try out a legendary Titan and see what it's all about. Okay, it looks like a basic submarine. Oh no, they did not. You know what that was, right? That's messed up. It just drops to the bottom and immediately blows up. You can't even... Oh, I feel a little bit bad. All right, we'll try this one. All right, so this is... It's got... Look at the abilities. We've got front dash, EMP torpedoes, and EMP overload, but it causes insta-death. Got it. Okay, so if we want to EMP the enemy, this is what we use. Now, I can't repair my facilities while I'm controlling a submarine. I do wish I had, like, a secondary commander here to help me out. So, front dash. Oh, that speeds us all along nicely. But if we wanted to slow down, my EMP torpedo is B. I'm going to just fire a full onslaught of EMPs at this guy. I got to make my own sound effects, clearly. Okay, I mean, the EMP was cool. Let's get under it. And, oh, we EMP'd the entire thing. I mean, obviously, that's really, really powerful. Okay, how's the base looking? It's looking good enough, but you know what? One of the nice ways to help protect us, I think, would be putting sandbags in. I love putting these all around the cores, the nuclear cores of my reactors here. Increases my survivability chances by, you know, a little bit. If I put a machine gun here, does he still have firing arc? He does. It's not going to be great, but if something, like, gets right here, these 2 guys can fire. That's the theory, anyway. And just for more forward-facing firepower, we're going to put another flak gun right there. Because look at this. They're just continuously firing. We need to destroy a ship, and we need to do it fast. Because they're getting pretty close. But I like our chances here. We'll start upgrading some turbines. Because ultimately, the one issue is we might run out of space. Although we do have quite a bit down here. And it's got a very strong anchor point at the ceiling of our secret submarine base. By the way, this has got to be one of the coolest maps I've ever played. Now, the reason I'm doing this is because we've been launching submarines out of our small submarine bay over here. Like, we've got a pier, a dock, and then we've got a shipyard. And so this is the shipyard, right? And the shipyard uses diesel fuel, and then we've got something called a nuclear fuel cell, and then we've got the mysterious fuel cell. But look at how much. It's going to cost 8,000 power and 5,000 minerals. So we need to have a ton of battery backups. Oh, that is not good. All right, what we need to do probably is put some R2-D2 astromech droids, as I like to call them, in the base to help repair. That way we can focus our efforts. Did I lose the flak gun right here? I guess so. Let's put up a machine gunner in place. He's got a little bit of a lower profile. Maybe it's friendly fire that's causing the issue. More artillery is being fired. We're going to get even more batteries. Now, that's got us at 73,000, 83,000, so we should be able to afford this once we have the requisite materials. Let's go ahead and get a... I feel a little nervous putting a nuclear ammunition cell. Oh my gosh, especially if it's like just hanging out here. All right, the astromech is doing its thing. Can we mount there? We can't, but what we can do is hang this stuff. What we need is B-2 stealth bombers with like the bunker busters, man. Wouldn't that be cool? And let's go ahead and upgrade our mining capacity too. Oh my gosh, there's just so much room. I can even put one up there. All right, that should be enough. Let's go ahead and look for, let's fire the Narwhal combat submarine. Oh, this thing's got some cool guns on it. All right, manually control. All right, so this has a 20mm autocannon and double torpedoes. Okay, I think we might be able to destroy, uh-oh. We've got multiple laser target locks. They're gonna be firing missiles soon. We need to destroy a ship, and quickly. All right, I've got 10 20mm semi-auto cannon rounds and 3 double torpedoes. I think this is the coolest mod I've ever played. All right, oh my gosh, that thing just fires straight down. Uh-oh, I'm getting shot by my own team. All right, let's get to the surface then. Oh my gosh, this is tricky. All right, we're firing multiple torpedoes, but like to shoot this gun, you have to be like right up next to him. All right, oh, that was a really effective torpedo. This thing is awesome. All right, firing the double torpedoes in the unprotected bottom part of the ship is the thing to do. And then we just kamikaze, but we found their artillery platform. Okay, so we know what we need to do. Destroy the enemy. Ooh, we can finally afford one of these. Oh my gosh, that thing is massive. And then we're gonna need, let's get 2 of these. All right, now the next ship we're gonna wanna try is the Whaling Raid. All right, this thing's got double torpedoes, ocean flak, and swarm rockets. Swarm rockets? I wonder how that would do. By the way, look at how cool this thing looks. This is one of the coolest looking submarines I've seen in a video game. Like, this is like, I wonder, like, I feel like Jules Verne would be proud to see something like this. All right, ocean flak. Oh, that's really cool how, like, the sound is modified since we're underwater. Nice little touches like that. All right, we've got the double torpedoes, which once we get closer, we're gonna slow down. The enemy ship is looking like it's pretty weak. Torpedoes. Ooh, that's pretty good. All right, that did pretty good. Now let's try swarm rockets. Oh, this is awesome. I'm like a ballistic missile submarine. Yeah. Now I'm doing ocean flak right here. The whole thing is on fire. If we had EMP right now, let's fire another swarm rockets. And I've got torpedoes fresh off the assembly line here. Oh, the ship is just flipped and it is destroyed. Excellent. So now it's gonna sink down. Can we go under it? Stunt submarine. Oh gosh. The enemy has flak and this thing is about toast. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the ship number 2 is gonna be incredibly powerful. Oh, well, let's go to level 2 ourselves. I don't know what this one is, but it looks awesome. It's gotta be this, the screwdriver. We've got a nuclear submarine killer whale. All right, we need to get some ammunition for these things. Yeah, now. Wow! What in the heck is this? That must be the big mommy. There's a flying fan. This is a... No, maybe this is the orc sub. Yeah, this is definitely the orc sub. It definitely looks 40k. Guys, please request more submarine challenges. This is just going to be too much fun. Now, what we need is these to be done. We could increase our anti-air presence by another level and put some flak guns and another machine gun. Now, this one's just back there as like, you know what? Let's just get rid of them. We could put sandbags there to help. Or we could even, better yet, let's get an astromech up here. I'm feeling a lot better about our defensive capabilities here. So these are all done. Oh my gosh, this thing is taking its sweet time to produce. Is that even ticking? It is, but ever so slowly. So that is mysterious fuel cell. It's fuel for the Bastion. That must be this one, the question marks. So that is what we're working up to do. All right, I'm gonna, oh my gosh, there are so many. I wanna try this one. It very much looks almost like definitely a whale. And it's got a giant artillery piece. The heavy howitzer, and it fires quad torpedoes. Wait, naval mines? What is a naval mine? Oh! Oh gosh, I just dropped a naval mine in my own path. That's less than ideal. Okay, we've got to get closer. I'm gonna head to the surface so those submersible cannons aren't gonna be able to hit me as easily. I just gotta watch out for friendly flak here because it's coming in pretty hot. I've got quad torpedoes. Oh, there it is. They're hitting me. Quad torpedoes. All right, 2 torpedoes away. Now, if this cannon's anything like the last one, I'm gonna have to aim up. Oh my gosh, that's exactly what we gotta do. Oh no, I destroyed it somehow. I think I hit the edge of their base and blew up. I wanted to drop naval mines under them. Can I make this blow up? I guess what we could do is have another nuclear, just so we have backup ammunition so we don't have to wait as long. The enemy is really building up a storm over there. Maybe naval mines are only for like when you're fighting other submarines. We just gotta, that would be my guess. It would be kind of cool if we dropped it right under the enemy ship and then it activated and blew it up. We have to try it. I don't know what the enemy's doing over here, but they're doing quite a bit. They're upgrading all kinds of stuff. And this is only ship number 2. Wow, look at all that flak going underwater. Oh yeah, look at this. We went to 886 right there. She can't take much more of it, Captain. Okay. All right, space howitzer. No, we want torpedoes. Oh gosh, that was the mine. I derped. Oh my gosh. All right, we dropped the flak. We're gonna hit this thing from behind. Oh, the enemy's weaker on that side. Look at that. Oh my gosh, the artillery is really, really derpy. Look at this. We dropped it under. Oh, we can see their rail guns. If we could make this sink and it hits the mine. All right, we're gonna try the shrimp, the crab, the orbit, the azure, the sting, the screwdriver, or nuclear submarine killer whale. Yeah, we're gonna do that one. Oh, this looks like a Russian Typhoon class submarine. Nuclear torpedo. It takes 80 seconds? Okay, well then we've got to hold back and wait for that thing, and a nuclear warhead. Wow. So look at this. We're just basically going at like, I don't know, the equivalent of like a handful of knots, which is nautical speed, because we need a minute and a half to arm its weapon systems. We cannot miss with our nuclear torpedoes. It would be cool if like you could change like, we're surfacing and firing submarine launched ballistic missiles. Gosh, what a cool game that would be. Dude, like look at that. I'm taking a screenshot and I'm mounting that on my wall. All right, now that we are Russian naval captain, launching Typhoon ballistic missile submarine. Beep. I'm glad that the enemy doesn't have any deck guns left. Now, they did repair, so the mine is under them, but they're no longer, like, precariously placed. At least not yet. All right, we've got 1 nuclear torpedo, and the nuclear warhead is about ready. So, this thing has to be 100 seconds, and we're taking damage from friendly fire. I fired the nuclear torpedo. Ah! Okay, that was awesome. Now we've got a nuclear warhead. Where's the nuclear warhead? Oh! Wait, no! Where's it going? Oh, the enemy ship. Excuse me? I just evaporated half that ship. Oh, and then I got killed by friendly fire. You've got to be kidding me. This game is amazing and silly in all the best ways. All right, we'll rearm with the munitions. Okay. And, wow. It's going to take a while to get that nuclear fuel back, but we did get one of these. So we should... This thing is still building. It is still building. So let's go ahead and try... Like, these are more powerful than the one we just saw, which blows my mind. Eve's Hammer, Teapot. The legendary Nautilus? Absolutely yes. Oh my gosh. Yes. We're out of power to launch it. We don't have enough power to launch the thing. But I love how we can just, like, have these in the hangar. Like, let's go ahead and get the Sting submarine. Oh, it's rearming. It takes a little bit of time. Got it. Oh, here we go. Oh my gosh, it's got its own soundtrack. What the heck, man? Oh, God bless modders. They're my favorite people in the world. Okay. Ancient Torpedo, Cursor Aim, EMP Overload, and Plasma Shocker. Oh, okay. We got little plasma lasers. I can't wait to see an Ancient Torpedo in action. And I do love how I have my own soundtrack. That's just how cool the Nautilus is. By the way, this is 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And we got EMP Overload. Okay. In 4 seconds, we're gonna have another Ancient Torpedo. I'm really getting hurt by my own friendly fire. Fire the Ancient Torpedo. What did you... Oh my gosh. I'm dumb. Oh, yes. It does damage and EMPs. All right, in 9 seconds, we'll have another Ancient Torpedo. And it was on Cursor Aim, which was not aiming in the right spot. All right, now that they're vulnerable. Yeah! Ancient Torpedo go boom. And the naval mine is just hanging out right there. Now we still have EMP Overload, anti-submarine area of effect. Got it. All right, ready? Ancient Torpedo, fired down below. Oh yeah, enemy ship. Oh wait, the core is right here. I can ram it? I can ram it. Hey, it blew up. All right, I just want to see this. Oh gosh, that piece just hit me. Oh, that's the EMP. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm running into their base. I can do that? This thing is a beast. All right, let's dive. Oh gosh, this is where the enemies got their, like, artillery batteries. All right, I fired an Ancient Torpedo at, like, the Death Star funnel here. Oh, can I hit it? I'm trying to, oh my gosh, I've navigated through this. And I started the chain reaction, and I'm actually in it. Luke Skywalker, eat your heart out, buddy. Look at the chain reaction. Oh, the submarine blew up, but it did its job. We've got it in the enemy base and started a massive, catastrophic eruption. The base is inoperable. I don't know what these artillery pieces are, but they no longer have access to them. It's just this base. Now, here's the question. Is the Bastion operational? It is. Oh my gosh, I can't do it. Why can't I do it? Because we're rearming this thing. Device and structure build speed. Yeah, we need whatever recharges. We need to choose that commander. Oh my gosh, this submarine looks awesome. This is the Stinger. Oh, this thing is fast. This thing, like, seems like it's from the future. So it's got a penetrator, ocean flak, and a filter barrier. What's a filter barrier? That's ocean flak, which actually is pretty decent. And then we've got the penetrator. Wait, hold on. They no longer have their oceanic defense cannons. And you can hear the base just blowing up. There's the enemy ship. The last of its kind. The last enemy ship. Denying our victory. All right, we're getting pretty close. Surface the submarine. Take visual of enemy. And fire the penetrator. Oh, snap. Okay, that's awesome. The enemy ship's going to collapse under its own weight. Fire the penetrator. Oh, we fired a little too high there. And ocean flak. Ocean flak doesn't do much. Now, what does the barrier do? Okay, unlike the Nautilus, we're not good at ramming. Oh my. This is it. That's the enemy, that's the super sub. But I don't have the minerals to fire it. How many minerals do you need? That's unfortunate. Oh, this costs 20,000 minerals and we only have 12,000. This base is becoming a little bit precarious at this point. We're putting resource storage right near nuclear material. Oh my gosh, not near enough to launch this thing. I think I'm just putting these, like, literally wherever I can fit them. Now that the enemy doesn't really have any offensive capability. All right, that should allow us the 20,000 required. We have a max capacity of 24,000. I still hear stuff on fire over here. Let's see how they're doing. Not too well. They're still trying to figure out how to connect that ship. And stuff is still burning over here. They finally got to their, like, coastal guns. Oh, wow, yeah. These things are inoperable. This is just awesome. 20,000. We can fire it. Arrival of Bastion. This is going to take 1.5 minutes to charge. It has no other weapons. And I'm actually going at full speed right now. This thing is slow. I guess if you see one of these out in combat, you're going to want to send a smaller submarine to intercept it. Otherwise, I can only assume the mother of all weapons will be unleashed upon you if you don't take it out in time. Is this the submarine from Barotrauma? It's probably going to take us a minute to get over there. I can't even pan to see where the ship is. Look at this. Look, I don't even have a propeller. It doesn't look like it's a propeller blade on the back. It looks like it's like some kind of a sonic engine. I haven't even made it halfway across the ocean. If I miss with the Bastion, I'm gonna be so sad. I thought I was on this. What just happened? What just happened? Oh! What the heck? All right. You gotta be kidding me, dude. I just teleported in a different ship entirely. I've got howitzer defense, deck mortars, and a plasma vindicator. This thing's hard to fire. Like, it does make sense. And then we got a plasma vindicator, which is gonna take its time. Look at this. My ship is bigger than that ship. This is the mother of all submarines. 32 seconds. Fire the deck mortars. Let them know we don't like them. Uh-oh. Guys, I didn't get to use the plasma indicator. Whoops! But we're gonna add in a quick little mod so that I can get this thing instantaneously. Because we gotta see what it does, obviously. So in a multiplayer game, this thing would be vulnerable for about 1.5 minutes. You'd have to protect it. I didn't build up any defenses before I went into submarine mode. Yikes. That's problematic for our chances of living. Come on, shoot it down. Shoot it down. Oh no. 10 seconds till the arrival of the Bastion. Oh man, I like how, like, yeah. All right, bring in the big stuff. Don't kill my base. There it is. All right, I've taken command of it. We need to do the plasma vindicator, but obviously, oh, that must be the giant gun on the bottom there. So this poor little boat, like, look at how little this boat is. And an absolute little Leviathan just pops up and just destroys you. Look at that. That ship had no chance. Yes, you can repel firepower of this magnitude. I am the most powerful naval vessel ever created. Probably in fiction anyway. I don't know what this is from. Look at this. Yes, a salvo of mortars. Oh my gosh. How is the core even alive? Where is the core? Oh wait, I think it's right there, and I do not want it to blow up on me, because that would have hurt. That may have sank me. And we have the plasma vindicator right now, and we've got one ship left. So I assume I have to tilt my nose at the enemy ship. I'm gonna get pretty close. I've never used this before. Plasma vindicator. Oh, my screen just went black. It just evaporated the ship. Half the ship is gone. Unbelievable. Now, if I get in the blast, am I okay? Hopefully. And it takes 75 seconds. A full salvo. Yeah! All right. Now we just got to get down here. We are taking damage, so we can be killed. All right. Oh, that piece of debris just blocked my shot. This is not comfortable. There we go. We started the chain reaction. Let us surface the ship. And there's still stuff raining down from the heavens. I don't know why or how. Probably just that nuclear reactor. And there it is. The reactor is destroyed. The enemy underwater deck guns are silenced. And it's a victory. And we've gotten to see the most powerful submarine with the most powerful weapon. If you want to see more forts, pull the trigger on the like button and let me know. And I'll see you in the next one.